Good morning. Got some early morning movements going on over here. Check them out. Couldn't see them last night. Now we can. See what they're doing. People like Donald Trump would almost assume that what I'm doing is showing the world what the military is doing, but that's not true. Alright. Look at that military go. Go, go, go. Trained to kill people. We need blood and we have no shame. We need blood and we have no shame. This is how we operate, see? So what you don't understand, I want to try to tell people that are patriotic and all these great things, they think it's so great, to support your country. That's your decision, that's your business. I'm not anti-people in America. Of course, I'm one of them. I'm an American. But I'm anti-patriot. Okay? You study these wars we've been through. They tell you that they're responsible for your freedom, to keeping you free and safe. Which one? Who? Which ones? Which one or which group actually made you free here? Kept you free here? Nobody made you free. God made you free. And I'm sorry for the people that serve that feel like, I don't appreciate these things and I don't understand what I'm talking about. I do when it comes to these false wars that were unnecessary. People still died for it, even if it's an unjust cause. So why should we even be proud of stuff like this when we should have never went to these wars, and they were unnecessary, they're political, and it's a control issue, okay? By the government, for whatever reasons, they had their own purpose, okay? So when I talk about the military or the government, I come from a military family. I know people that have gone through, no, I've never served, but I don't have to serve to understand what they've been through to a certain extent. I have sympathy for the people that have gone to war and had to kill. But I am not down for the cause they went for. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is a sad thing. These men had to go to war and die throughout the years for America, okay? But it was not always what they told you to keep you safe. Did going into Vietnam and fighting the Vietnamese people, which we utterly lost, which was a complete failure, did that make you safer? Did that keep you safe? Did any one of those soldiers killing a Vietnamese, north or south, did that ensure that you continued another day to live free? No. Think of all the other wars. The Nazis and Germany had Nazi and Germany had problems with Britain. Britain dragged us into that war. with the false flag of the Pearl Harbor bombing, which they knew happened, just like 9/11. They need an excuse to pull the heartstrings of the people, get the people behind their reason to go to war. And so it's propaganda. Okay? All these wars are propagated. World War II, unnecessary. Unnecessary for us. We didn't have no business in that war. Britain dragged us into there because threatening with our business and central banks and convincing us that, it was something we needed to do before Hitler got too powerful, because he was making jobs and he was creating a good Germany for Germans. Am I saying the guy was good because he put people in ovens, or supposedly gassed people and put them in ovens? No. You know what? History's history, and everybody, whether they're good or evil, have done some right things and some wrong things, okay? I don't want to believe in good and evil as much as I want to believe in doing what's right. Because people sit there all day think they're doing good. But doing good doesn't mean doing right. I could be doing good. I could be killing and stealing from all kind of people and ripping all kind of people off and just sharing all that with just my family and neighbors and people that love me, that identify with being in my group around me. Let's say America. So we go around exploiting, taking advantage of all these people around the world, ripping them off and leaving them in the dust. But we get to live nice and comfortably, but at whose expense? Dead soldiers on both sides, innocent civilians, and what was so important that they were actually a threat to our security here. None of it. None of it. None of it. None of it. Hitler didn't want the United States right away. He just wanted those parts of, and he didn't want the whole world. He just wanted those parts back that they took, that the Soviet Union took, where the ethnic Germans were being abused and mentally treated as second-class citizens and physically treated as second-class citizens. Okay? Abusing those ethnic Germans. He wanted them, he went in there to stop that kind of abuse on those people. Okay? Because they had an agreement to give certain parts of the fatherland back to the motherland. The fatherland people were being abused, so the fatherland went into the motherland and basically went to war to get those countries back. Okay, they made a mistake by giving them away. They didn't think that they were going to be abused the way they were abused, but that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to defend Hitler as a hero, or I'm not going to put him and make him a complete monster and just completely discredit anything that he had, because there was good and bad, okay? And Satan, the representative tree of knowledge of good and evil. There's good in it. I don't care what you say. There's a good side and there's a bad side. It's how we approach and react with this knowledge, okay? So all these things we benefit from at the expense of other people's lives in other places, and these wars are money. It's based on money. It makes money. It's a money maker. It's a war machine. It's a propaganda machine. It's all a way to gain power, control, and get money. It's about money. It always has been about money. Anytime these wars popped up in America, it's been over money, how to run the country, and who gets to actually rule the country, okay? And to what degree. It's always been about our money, financial situations. Never about people. It's always been told a lie, propagated that we're trying to help people, we're trying to free people, we're doing this and that. No, you did not go to Afghanistan to try to just catch bin Laden and stop the Taliban. You went to Afghanistan because they want to control the poppy fields over there that produces 90% of the heroin that comes in the country. Now you tell me the army and the military came over, took over Afghanistan, and guarded and was friends, did not burn down these poppy fields or try to destroy these heroin manufacturers. No, they were told to befriend them and to guard their drugs that they were growing, and to be there to help protect the farmers that are growing the poppies for the heroin. The DEA is known to, and CIA is known to be the biggest smugglers of drugs in America. They were helping that fucking black guy, excuse my language, that black guy in the 70s, I don't even know his name, American Gangster is made off of, okay, with Denzel Washington, good acting, good actor. He's really good because I really, in some of the movies, when he's a bad guy, I can't stand him. I hate him. I don't like him. So a lot of times that thumbs up, because if you make me really hate you in the movie and you're a bad guy, you're doing what you're supposed to do. People say, I don't like him in this movie. He's bad. Well, you're not supposed to like him. So he's doing a good job. You're not supposed to like the guy, okay, in certain movies. He plays a bad guy. He's a good bad guy. I can't stand him when he's a bad guy. Anyway, but he can play a good, really good, to the point good guy too. So anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this now. I got off track. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I got up so early, and I only had 1 cup of coffee. So I went to record this, and then it turned into who really saves you? Who is really your savior? They're telling you these guys are heroes, the military, and I know you get all pissed off, like, how dare you talk bad about they're keeping you safe and all this stuff. Safe? How are they keeping you safe in another country? Far away, killing people we don't even know. In one way, that's disgusting. Because, yeah, here we are safe and sound at home, and they're out killing people that we have no clue why or who sent them and what the real purpose is to be there. Not one of these people you owe your life to. They tell you, you owe your life to all these people. I'm sorry about your honor, your misrepresented honor that your government has placed on you. Okay? You served. That's great. You thought you were doing a good thing. I come from a military family. I understand it all. So don't sit there and act like I'm not appreciative, or I don't know why people should appreciate veterans, people go to war. I appreciate the thought. And I appreciate the thought, but it did not fit. Like when people buy you a sweater that's not your size, you don't want to give it back. Okay? You want to take it anyway. It's like that. You know, I appreciate what you have done, but you have not done this. In your mind, you've done this. They told you. You're freeing us, keeping us free. You haven't done a single thing other than kill other people and provoke other people to more war. And I'm not talking down to veterans. I'm talking down to the dumb politicians, the Freemasons, the Illuminati, Secret Society, New World Order people that have been doing this for their personal gain, and no one in America or anyone else in the world. Okay? And we need to get away from NAFTA. Fast. Is that Love Clark? Love you guys. And I'm afraid. I'm afraid for the future. It's about 19 years you got. You got about 19 years. That's it. And the next 5-10 years, shit's going to hit the fan. And you're going to think the shit's hitting the fan. It's going to hit the fan again. Because you think World War III is going to... this World War III is coming, then that's going to end, and it's going to usher in the Millennium Kingdom or something like that. You think after, finally, okay, once we do World War III, then that's it. Finally, we'll have the Armageddon and everything, the final battle, and it'll be done, and we'll have the return of Yahweh, or the return of your Jesus, okay, whatever you want to think. But the point is, what I'm making is, no. You've still got World War IV to go through. You guys all think it's going to be over at World War III? That's the beginning of the shit hitting the fan. That's not even the shit hitting the fan. That's the shit approaching the fan. When World War IV hits, that's when the shit hits the fan. Okay? And then after World War IV, that's when the shit that hits the fan sprays all over everybody. Okay? If you're not a covenant member, if you're not in touch with Yahweh, it says that the people that love Him know His name, and He knows who they are. You don't know His name, His real name. Come on, get real. If you want to get to know somebody, and like these celebrities where they don't really know how to pronounce their last name or first name, they want to really befriend them and get to know them. They try their best to pronounce their name properly and use the real name. Let's say, Leonardo DiCaprio was going to come on. I had a talk show. And instead, I just called him Lump Butt 12 Fingers. Okay? Lump Butt 12 Fingers is coming on my show. Okay? Do you think anyone's going to give a damn? Is anyone going to pay attention to Lump Butt? Okay? I'm just making it up, okay? I don't know if he has a lump on his butt. And then the person that coming on that you want to invite to your home to be your guest at, it's actually the guest of honor. You're going to call him and call them, and invite them. They've actually invited you, and yet you're going to call them by a different name. Once you study up like these people that review Hollywood stars, and study up and ask other people and look around and do an investigation and maybe even ask that person or the parents and find out the people that was known them the most, the closest relations to them, and ask them what that name is and have some respect for that name and use that name. Because some people say, well, it's not just the name, it's if they change the name and transliterate it as long as it keeps the same characteristics. Well, Jesus and Yehoshua, when changed, don't keep the same characteristics. They're not coming in the character. They're not coming in the... It's not supposed to be just a title. It's not supposed to be just something like, oh, the character of this person is still intact. We changed the name, but it still says the same thing, the character meaning in the name. No, get rid of your Jesus. Get rid of this Baal shit. And stop following false pastors and get out there and burn your Bible. Okay? Burn your Bible. Keep one so you can study it and learn where they're wrong until you get a Hebrew or a Dead Sea Scroll version or something. Go burn a Bible. This is the last couple videos I'm doing because I'm tired of people not getting what I'm saying. I'm not a satanic. I'm not an antichrist. I'm not out here to hurt you. I'm not out here to be evil. I'm not a stupid, dumb, evil racist that has no love for anyone but my own family and white people. That is not true. You don't know me. You don't know God. I don't want to know you unless you really want to know Yahweh and serve Yahweh. Quit coming with your old King James crap. Authorized crap. Okay? Because that's what it is. It's authorized crap. If you want to really love God, know God, you go to the purest root form that you can to find the most pure part of Him. And it ain't in your holy King James authorized goddamn Bible, okay? You have a good, blessed day. And remember, Yahweh knows and loves the people that knows His name. If you don't know His name, which it's not Jesus, it's not Jehovah, it's none of that stuff. Okay? It's Yahweh. Yahweh. Okay? Yahweh. Alright? People say Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever. The point is, it's Yahweh. And, Jesus is a transliteration of Joshua. Okay? Why would they have to transliterate Joshua to Jesus when Yehoshua, transliteration to Joshua, when they add in the J, should be sufficient enough? There was no need to taint and change Yehoshua, and which is translated with a J, to Joshua in modern English, which is his real name, and then you guys take it and spin it to Jesus. There is no reason for that. That is a satanic thing. I know you love your Jesus, love your Jesus, love your Jesus. I'm not attacking your love for the person. I'm attacking your understanding of who that person is and the character, the fake, phony, faggot Jesus that they've created for you. Okay? This little piss-on, little passive man that always just says gentle things and was never against the system or never against the majority of the people, didn't speak out, wasn't a rebel, so to say, because they're going to say, oh, you say rebel, Jesus can be a rebel because rebellion is witchcraft. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Don't try to play this wordcraft, speechcraft on me, okay? When you know what I mean, don't mess around and act like you don't. Just say, yeah, maybe you could say, oh, you wrote it, kind of wrong, or I understood what you're saying, but you could have wrote it this way, instead of just saying, I don't understand, when you know what the hell I'm talking about. Quit playing these games like that. Alright? People like that, okay? I'm not going to hang out with Christians anymore that will not listen to what I'm saying, okay? You want to keep on with this Jesus stuff? It takes time to get out of your system. Study and investigate on your own. But this military here, like I've said, why don't you go read in your Bible what God says was going to happen when David and Saul and them chose to be kings and political leaders and to have armies like everyone else. God told them exactly what was going to happen to them. Okay? You've been manipulated and used by your government and told that these people are free and that you owe your life to them and this and that, but it's not true. And I am not trying to take away what veterans believe they've done, okay? I'm trying to bring the truth to the surface that these wars have been unnecessary or they have been personal government issues and not people issues. Nothing for us. It's for somebody. It's a war machine. It's a money maker, okay? It's a way to make money is war. Okay? And we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to see it. See, we don't have to see it because it doesn't happen here. It's not going on here. This is the safety zone, the neutral zone. This is Elysium. If you want to see that movie Elysium, this is like Elysium, okay? In a way. Everybody wants in. They want all the good medical benefits. They want all this good stuff that we have that we're blessed by God with that we've squandered. And they tell us, oh, well, we have all this safety and security because there's soldiers and out there killing people for you that you don't even know who they are. Stop the wars. Stop all this patriotism. And, a lot of people are really pissed off at Obama for anything he says. Anything. I'll tell you one thing I am glad that he did do. He said the Pledge of Allegiance, whether it is for his New World Order, okay, he said they are no longer required to say the Pledge of Allegiance at school. So be it. Because God, our God, they claim to be, says not to make a pledge, promise, or anything like that to anyone on earth or heaven. Okay? And you're pledging your allegiance to who? A flag. It's an idol. It's just like a statue. Okay? This is a hidden, satanic, paganistic prayer they have the children say. And it's a brainwashing, see? It's nationalism. But why? Now, I want to say thank you to Obama for this, but not for the reasons why he wanted to do it. Because we know why he wanted to do it. He wants to do it because he wants to get rid of nationalism and any idea that we are a sovereign country, our own, to get us ready for the idea that there has to be a new world order, one world government. You can't have a pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America if you're planning new world order conquest and getting rid of the idea that we're sovereign, that we're one country, one nation under God. No longer. We are one nation under the United Nations. One country in a world of countries. One nation and a world nation. Okay? It is a setup to stop nationalism. It's a setup to get us ready for New World Order, that we don't have any more pride in our national sovereignty and nationalism. That's what this is from him. I'm glad because my kids don't have to go to school and pledge allegiance to the flag when I've told them not to pledge allegiance to anything or anyone. Yehoshua says not to. When they swear on the Bible, isn't that ironically stupid? They're swearing in themselves. They swear in themselves. Some they don't have to do it anymore. Some do it just out of tradition, or they want to show people, "Ooh, look, my hand isn't boiling," or whatever. You know, if I put my hand on this and swear, that means I must be serious. So they put their hand on the Bible and they swear, you know, to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Well, they lie when they put their hand on the Bible and swear, because according to that Bible, it says not to swear on anything on heaven and earth. Duh! So, you patriotic people, you go ahead with your red, white, and blue bullshit, okay? And you want to keep all your patriotic shit. America's been a shitheads, and shitheads to a lot of other people. And we run out of space to be shitheads to people, and people are tired of our shit. I don't want to be ignorant patriotic. Yes, I have feelings for the POWs and the veterans of war, okay? Missing in action. I have sympathy for people like that, all the people. It's kind of like the same thing with the church followers. The people that go to church, can't blame those Christians, false Christians, or the phony, the Christians. They're not false Christians. They are Christians, but they're not with God of God, okay? I'm not trying to pick on and blame those people for what they've been told by their pastor. Just like the people in the military, they're told by the president and the generals to get their ass to work and go to war. And don't ask no damn questions. Why? And just do it. Same thing as with these church people. I'm not blaming the soldiers that went through the shit, went through hell. Okay? And can never erase that from their memory, what they've done. Okay? I understand why you would be angry and saying, that motherfucker, how dare him say this about me, and I fought for our country. They told you that, and yes, you might have fought. And you did war service, but the cause was not what they told you it was for. It was some rich politician or someone high up in power that wanted to do something. They got something out of it. Okay? It was never a war to defend anyone here. Never. We don't owe you our lives. I'm sorry. That sounds disrespectful to veterans, prisoners of war, and missing in actions, and patriotic military American families, but I can't help it. We've got to walk away from this shit because we've been doing evil. Let's face it. We've been standing around saying we're so good and safe and secure here while we go and attack all these other people around the world. We should be going out, giving food and water. And those ones that are Islamic Muslims that don't want to get along, that are just animalistic, cut them off, quarantine them, don't give them no more money. Don't give them no aid, don't give them medicine. Back away and let them kill each other, because that's what they're going to do anyway. That's why I advise the police department, when these neighborhoods with the blacks are killing each other, don't even go there, don't even go to the call. They're killing each other, then you come down to help them, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to team up and want to kill you because you're a cop. Because cops have been fuckers to all these blacks whites, Asians, and Mexicans. Everybody. I'm not saying I'm anti-police. I'm saying I'm anti-fucker police. The police are getting karma back. Whether, and I don't mean it in a spiritual, I mean it, you know what sense I mean it. They're getting payback. And the thing that makes me mad is the blacks thinks that theirs is justified, fully justified, without end. And they're the only victims of this. They need to realize the cops have been fuckers to everybody. Okay? It just happened the blacks have been the worst, gotten the worst end of it, because they are always involved in the most crime. Think about it. So it's just like the military. They go out to do a job they're told to do. They don't have the right to choose and go off and do what they think's right in the war. No. Because they can get in big trouble, thrown out, and lose their credibility as a soldier or a person that's trying to help defend our nation. So these guys go out and do what they're told. A lot of times, they don't know what the cause is. They just go to the call. And a lot of times, the call should never been made. Okay? Trying to go pretend to be a helper. When 9/11 happened, we went to the war in Iraq and Afghanistan and Pakistan. Okay? And then it spread on, and then they did this Arab Spring. And all these toppling of these dictators who kept the people in check. Now look at the place. We went over there. You know, and they say that was successful, you know. Bush was trying to say that was successful what they did. We went over there, tore shit up, killed a bunch of fucking people, made more enemies, and got more sympathizers for Islam and more people to convert to Islam because they sympathize and they feel like we're picking on them, and they see all those little dead children that Americans killed and women, and it makes them mad. So they join Islam not because they care about Allah, but they care about social justice, and they think the best thing to do is to join with the people that are being attacked. And this is what makes Islam grow. Any kind of aid you give them, money, aid, all that stuff, do you think that they really love you and care about you? No, they take that aid and money to turn it around and find a way to kill you. They will say, I hate you, I want you dead, I wish America and Israel were wiped off the map, completely wiped off the map, never to return. That's what they want. And they'll tell you they hate you. Oh, but here's some more money, here's some more medicine, here's some more weapons, here's some more bombs. And then let's give your enemies, the people, the Sunnis and the Shiites and whoever else you're fighting with, let's give them weapons and medicine. And then when you guys are fighting and everything looks chaotic, we'll step in with our NATO and our United Nations, and we'll step in and be the heroes. It's called controlled opposition. Okay? Sorry for anyone in the military, but check it out. I don't want you to go crazy, but get out as soon as you can. If this message resonates with you, get out as soon as you can. Okay? I understand why people are patriotic. I get it. I'm not stupid. I was raised patriotic. I was raised Christian with Republicans, conservatives, and war veterans. So I know my whole life I've been told what this is all about. So don't try to come on and act like I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm just reading something or I'm repeating something that I saw on the internet and resonated with me or something, and I have no clue what I'm really talking about. I do have a clue because I've been in military families and I've watched and I've seen and observed their actions, and I know what happens. Study these wars. Study them honestly and truthfully. And don't go to a American history book unless you're looking for the lies. Okay? Is that Love Clark? Love you guys. And nobody, unless they came to your country and someone had a gun to your head, an enemy, a evil Muslim or something, had a gun to your head and they blew their head off before they could blow your head off, then maybe, yeah, they saved your life. But when has that happened here in America? When has that happened here? It doesn't. It's the police that are protecting people, or supposed to be serving and protecting. So, no disrespect to the people serving. I'm just trying to point out the fact. The fact is that you are manipulated, controlled to kill, sent out without question, and you're not really told the real reason why you're there. You're not. Because it's a man, one man, or a group, Freemason. It's a rich, probably a rich white man, Freemason. The president, he's just a puppet anyway. They told him what to do. So you think you're doing orders, you think you're doing an honor to America that they told you, so you feel in your heart, oh, I'm doing an honor to America, but it's a dishonor, but it's not on you. It's on your generals. It's on your presidents. It's on your captains. It's on all those people that know better, that send you out to war unnecessarily. Not in defense. This is not self-defense. Okay? It's retaliation and it's domination. Okay? And it's enslavement. It's murder. Okay? You have to deal with that between you and God can forgive you if you repent and you really feel in your heart that you are wrong, and you tell God no more, and you turn away and you stop and you recognize it and you do it no more. That's all you need to do, and you're forgiven. Okay? Love you guys. Love. Love Clark. It's going to be one of the last few videos I'm going to be making, so they're going to be long, but this one, like I said, is about the military rolling by. And, you know, at World War III or whatever, when those nuclear bombs hit from another country because we pressed a bomb on them or they pressed a bomb on us, and there's millions of people that are destroyed and within minutes and seconds because the military that's supposed to be protecting us couldn't stop them from sending a nuclear weapon over here, a bomb over here. See? It gets worse and worse and worse until it escalates into nuclear war. So when they drop a nuclear bomb on us, you're going to tell me all those soldiers that died in the past, they're protecting us here, right? No, we're going to be slaughtered. And then the other problem is, guess what? All you militias, sorry militias, sorry Tea Party people, sorry patriotic people that think they're going to take the country back in a new world order, during a martial law situation, I'm telling you, you can all join hands, all the militias, set aside your dumb differences, all the militias join up, come together, and join forces, you're still going to be wiped the hell out. There's enough military equipment at this base over here, where I live next to, that could probably take all the militias in America and destroy them all. They have so much advanced weaponry technology and numbers. They don't even need it by numbers. They just have jets. They could fly and just bomb your ass, okay? Do you have a jet? Militias, do you have jets? Do you have tanks? Do you have those kind of things? Do you have more than one of them? If you have them illegally hidden underground or something, do you have more than one of them? No, you don't. When they start rolling out jets and tanks and vehicles that can shoot 60 caliber machine guns, okay, at you, that are fully armored, you think when they come at you and you're going to try to resist that you're going to win anything? I doubt it. Quit dreaming. Don't waste your time in your life trying to fight against the government. Walk away from it. Trust in Yahweh. Become a covenant member. Follow the steps. Follow the instructions of Yahweh. Respond accordingly, and you will be safe. Okay, He will make a place of safety in the wilderness for you. You will be taken to a place. I'm not talking about a rapture. Okay, I'm talking about something different. But that's my point. Please think about this. When they fought so many people over there that they get so tired of us that they send a nuclear bomb here, are those soldiers dying for us then? Have they saved us then? No. They provoked a war. Okay? And they don't care. Because they all got their underground cities the Illuminati and rich people are already running into, like David Bowie. The more closer that they think we're getting closer to it, but they're not told the time of the hour, but they know to look at the seasons. As they think we're getting closer and they get older, they dip out, okay? They fake their deaths and then go to the underground city because they think the shit's going to hit the fan. So more and more people are going to die faster. I mean, it's going to look like mysterious deaths or whatever. They're going to die quick. It's because more and more people are going to the underground city. They're already down there. David Bowie, so is Prince down there. As far as we know. But David Bowie, all these type of people, like they said, oh, all of a sudden he had cancer and he died. Really? You mean he was making in a studio making an album, a very big album, and he had cancer? Didn't make sense. So I'm not going to go any further with this. I love you guys. I hope you get the message. I'm tired. I just want you to know that I understand what people have died and went through, and the misery that people have, and not personally, but through other veterans, my father, and other people that I know, and all the military that's been in my family. So I do have a certain amount of understanding for what patriotism is supposed to be and respect for the veterans. Yes, but I don't have respect for the wars they were sent to or the damn assholes that sent them there. Okay, and for the purposes that they told were lies. All right, it's out. Love, Clark. Love you guys. Love.